Minecraft Bedrock Edition's Best Resource Pack, Actions and Stuff, has just been updated to version 1.7 for Halloween update, adding loads of brand new name tag tricks into the game. So let's take a look at all of the new name tag tricks, as well as all of the new secret props in today's video. Starting with the Wolf, which gains 2 brand new name tag tricks in this update. So I'll spawn in 2 wolves. Why is he taking so long to tame? There it is. And we can dye his collar green. As wolves will now have 2 different name tag tricks. You can name them Skeleton, or you can name them Marrow, to get this really cool skeleton wolf design, which I'm surprised wasn't in Actions and Stuff before, but now it is, and you can just get yourself a skeleton wolf in survival Minecraft, simply using your name tags. Next up, we have the Iron Golem, which also has 2 name tag tricks. Oh, and he's killing a Vindicator, which we'll look at in a bit, but you can name them Frank or Frankenstein to get this Frankenstein Iron Golem, which looks so cool. He's got like an arrow inside of his head. He's got these like really cool red eyes, a purple sort of jacket. This guy just looks so cool. Next up, we have one of the spookiest mobs in Minecraft, the Witch, which actually has 2 name tag tricks. Cackle, which actually turns it into this design, which can spawn naturally, or Warty, which turns it into the same design, a sort of more witchy looking witch. It almost looks more like a zombie as well, with a green skin, as obviously they spawn like this normally, but simply name tagging on Cackle or Warty will get you this really cool witch design, which can also spawn in survival. So that could be a fun project for you to get done in your survival worlds on Bedrock Edition, collecting all of the new Actions and Stuff mobs. Especially as Bedrock Edition doesn't have access to the carved pumpkin zombies and skeletons like Java Edition does. What are you doing in there? We've now got another spooky looking mob, the Bat, which you can name tag, if I can catch it, Bachelor, we'll do this guy, or Vampire, to turn him into this really cool vampire bat design. And it's actually really hard to see this guy, so what I will do is find some glass blocks, maybe not white stained ones, just get some regular glass blocks, do something a little bit like this, spawn a bat in, and I mean, it's quite hard to see actually. You know what, maybe if we just enter spectator mode, we'll be able to get a bit of a clearer look at this guy, although he doesn't like to stand still at all. But as you can see, it's a much bigger bat design with his glowing red eyes, which looks so cool and is definitely a mob I'd like to see in Minecraft. Before I move on to any of the other secret name tag tricks in today's video, first of all, do you like my Halloween skin? I just thought I'd do something different with a character creator, but also make sure to subscribe and consider becoming a channel member. Next up, we have Minecraft's most iconic mob, the Creeper, which you can name tag Skeleton, similar to this wolf, to get this really cool skeleton creeper design. And as we take a look at it, obviously it's a skeleton, which looks so cool. And you can see inside of this like rib cage, it's got loads of TNT, which looks so cool. Obviously, this still functions the same as a regular creeper, which, yes, I will demonstrate. I'll get myself out a shield, go into survival mode, and now we have to lure this creeper over here, because I don't really want to blow everything up. But as you can see, obviously, it's just a name tag trick, so the mobs function exactly the same. They just get this really cool new design to them, which, honestly, I love this skeleton creeper. Wonder if it can spawn naturally in survival. I'm not too sure, but it'd be cool if it did. Or if not, it'd still be fun to collect. Next up, the Allay got 2 new name tag tricks. You can name tag an Allay Wisp, or you do have to crouch and do it, or Ghost, to get this really cool little flying ghost. Oh, he looks so cool, and obviously he can hold an item and collect them. For me, I really like his design. Oh, it almost looks like the Allay's sort of in the costume, if you can see. Unless it's sort of a spirit's head or something, but that looks so cool. I love a little trail behind them as well. Honestly, with Actions and Stuff, Allays get such cool designs. Like, you can get golden wands. And now we've got these really cool little ghosts, which would be so fun to add into a sort of Halloween build. I would also just love to see like ghosts in Minecraft. I don't know really what they do, but they'd be fun to see. Next up, we have the Villager, which also gets 2 new name tag tricks. You can name tag a villager Ghost, similar to the Allay, or Boo, to create this ghost costume villager. As you can see, their eyes will still poke out the side, but they're just simply in a costume, and obviously, as it's a villager, their trades will still function the same. They'll just get this really cool outfit. Next up, we've definitely got Minecraft's scariest mob, and to spawn it in, I'll move away from all the other mobs, as it's the Warden, which is really loud, but also has 2 secret name tag tricks. As you'll be able to name tag a Warden Jack, or Gordon, to get this really cool pumpkin Warden. I don't know why they're sniffing each other, so we'll get rid of one of them for now. I don't really want this LA to be following me right now as well, so I'll take that name tag off of me. And same with that one. But as you can see, it's got like this glowing fire in its belly, like this pumpkin stems all around it. It's a really cool design. It's have a new running animation as well. It looked a bit like it did. This guy's so cool though. And if you want to get this in survival, good luck, because that means you have to spawn a Warden, have a name tag it, and get away without it killing you. Which, who knows, maybe it's something I could try and attempt at some point. Moving on to one of my favorite designs with this update, we've got the Vindicator, which gets a brand new design with 2 different name tags. You can name tag Vindicator Giggles or Clown to get this really scary looking clown illager with its still holding its axe. And obviously we can spawn in a villager because we might as well. And you can see the villager gets this really scared look on his face. Oh, he wants to go for these guys instead. Alright, off you go, Mr. Vindicator. And obviously it still functions the same as a regular Vindicator. And looks even more terrifying than before. This poor ghost villager. He's also got custom sounds to him. If he sort of walks around, it like squeaks almost. And he's got a terrifying giggle now. But this is such a cool design. But if you're terrified of clowns, you may not want to use this guy. The creaking is one of Minecraft's newest mobs, and it's quite a terrifying mob as well. So we can spawn it in, and it gets 2 new name tag tricks as well. Creakling or Twiggy will turn it into a baby creaking, as a lot of the actions and stuff, mobs like the Creeper, Enderman, along with other mobs, get a baby form, and now the creaking does. And I really like this design actually. It just shrinks it basically, but it looks really nice. Anyway, they were all the name tag tricks, but now let's move on to some of the secret props added in this update. But before I do, make sure you are subscribed. To get these secret props, you need to use a special name tag. And this name tag has to have these 2 special S symbols, which I'll leave in the pinned comment on today's video. But you simply need to name tag an armor stand with this symbol, and you can use one of these brand new blocks or items to get these really cool props. For example, chiseled stone brick will create a really cool grave, which I believe can spawn a zombie, and maybe if we set this tonight, we'll see. Yeah, a zombie's hand pokes out, we'll break this block, and an entire zombie comes out. Obviously, this is just a prop and decoration, so this zombie's not actually going to spawn in. But this is honestly such a cool design, and it's crazy to me that this is just a texture pack for Bedrock Edition. We are not using any add-ons in this world or anything. It's simply a texture pack, but it's able to like summon in a zombie just out of a chiseled stone brick on an armor stand. It's such a cool design. For this next one, we've got the mangrove door. And obviously, you just need to click it onto the armor stand. And we get this giant vampire door, which I believe, if we head into survival mode, we can break open. Yeah, if you just punch it with your fist, you can punch it open. And as you can see, we get this really cool vampire villager design, which I'm actually quite surprised with the name tag tricks we didn't get a vampire villager. Although that would be cool if we did in a future update. But you can just punch a door. And I'll say it once again, but I'm so surprised. This is literally an armor stand holding a mangrove door, just name tagged differently. And somehow, we've got this really animated vampire in Minecraft. This is just such a cool effect. Which, now can't see me. That's a really cool effect. Next up, we have an Eye of Ender, which obviously we can name tag the armor stand and give it to it. And we get this really cool Enderman painting, which, oh, it does have an interaction. If you punch it, the Enderman sort of jumps out at you. That's so cool. I wonder if you could, like, animate these or anything. Or maybe use a dispenser to harm the armor stand for, like, a haunted mansion build. That would be cool. I know it looks like the back's got a cool design as well. I believe this vampire door has one as well. But I love this Enderman design. We can now move on to a creeper head, which obviously make sure to name tag the armor stand. We can use the creeper head to get this really cool creeper statue, sort of as a reference to that skeleton creeper over there. It's sort of half and half. That looks so cool. I'd love to add this to my Minecraft world, actually. We've also got pointed dripstone, which I can believe I can pick up with my fist. Yes, we can. Name tag it once again. And we can create this really cool gargoyle with these glowing eyes. Another thing I'd love to see in Minecraft, like a gargoyle. I don't know how it'd be implemented, but this just looks so cool. Don't really know what mob it's trying to be. I guess it's its own unique mob, but this looks so cool. We've also got leaf litter, which creates a pile of dead leaves and a rake, which once again just looks really good and be a great build to add to your world. Now, the jack-o'-lantern's a fun one. If we name tag the armor stand, place it onto it, we get this giant glowing pumpkin, similar to that one over there. And as you can see, it's got a candle in its mouth. Oh, wow, we can actually stand inside it. That's pretty cool. It's so big, though. But this would be another fun thing to add into your world, especially for Halloween, which obviously is coming up. And I believe the leaf litter one does have a little interaction, actually. The gargoyle one doesn't. Does the jack-o'-lantern one? Wherever we can punch it from. It is quite difficult to hit, funnily enough, because it doesn't take up all these block spaces. It's still only the armor stand, which I guess is this giant candle, which also doesn't give off any light. Next up, we've got some sugar, which once again, name tagging the armor stand, creates just this little trick-or-treat bucket, which is really fun. Love it, it's dropped on the floor as well. We've now got a regular pumpkin, which will name tag this armor stand, and it spawns just a little patch of pumpkins. I really like the different colors. I believe normally with actions and stuff, pumpkins can have different textures as well, although, knowing my luck, I'm not going to be able to place any random ones down. So let's head into creative mode quickly, and I'm pretty sure you can get like a white pumpkin. Yeah, you can. You can get both an orange and a white pumpkin with actions and stuff. So this is just a fun little feature, getting a little mini pumpkin patch. we've now got bone meal, which, remembering to name tag the armor stand, creates this dead skeleton on the ground, which is so cool. Another feature I'd love to see in vanilla Minecraft. Skeleton skull, obviously can be put on an armor stand normally, but name tagging it creates this really cool skeleton skull with like a melting candle. Once again, this candle won't give off actual light because it's an armor stand, an entity, not a block. And you can also use red candles, holding it in the hand of the armor stand, name tagging it to get this giant red glowing candle with this really cool skull on it. That looks really nice. Soul lantern, you can put on the armor stand to create this giant soul lantern, like sort of lamp design. This looks so cool. And would just be a fun build project in survival anyway, using some like blackstone and then probably a soul lantern, but that looks so cool. Definitely fits into like the haunted theme, which obviously this update's going for, with the gargoyles, the giant pumpkins, the vampire door, the scary enderman painting, as well as all the mobs. And finally, for all of the props, name tagging the armor stand and using wheat, we get a scarecrow, which looks so cool. And it's one of my favorite things about this update. I love the scarecrow, and once again, you can punch it. I don't believe it does anything during the day, but I believe if we set it to midnight, yeah, it sort of comes to life, which is so cool with its glowing eyes. Once again, doesn't give light off. So if we break this lantern, for example, and this one here, you'll see that none of them give off light other than this sort of glowing effect, but it doesn't actually change the light levels of Minecraft. Throughout this video, I was using the actions and stuff texture pack, which changes the look of every block and item in the game. However, I do know that lots of people don't like the actual texture pack, so what you can do is just go to the actions and stuff pack and change your resolution to 32x. And loading back into the world, you'll be able to see that some of the name tag tricks and props still exist with the vanilla textures, such as this vampire bat, and we'll take a look at some others, like the witch still exists, the skeleton wolf exists, which is cool, the ghost delays exist, the clown vindicators exist, so do the skeleton creepers. That looks cool. Does the villager one still exist? Actually, there's probably a villager nearby, right? Yep, there's one right here. We'll just turn him into Boo quickly. Yeah, it does. And it also looks like most of the armor stand tricks still work. In fact, I think all of them work, which is good. So if you prefer to play with vanilla textures, you can still get all of these really cool props, as well as all of these really fun name tag tricks. But there we go. These are all of the brand new secret name tag and prop tricks with actions and stuff. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to subscribe and let me know what your favorite feature was. Also, do you plan on building like a haunted house or something with these designs? Because honestly, if you do, I'd love to take a look at them, because these features are so good, and I don't know if I'll be building with them personally, but I reckon people watching this video could come up with some really good ideas. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe.